Hi, Steve. So earlier in your presentation, you were talking about that it was a great time for innovation, all these ideas were happening, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of these ideas happen over your years at Microsoft. So I was wondering, how have you learned to differentiate and characterize these great ideas when they come?
Sometimes well, sometimes not very well. And I actually think it's probably important for anybody who wants to do a startup, anybody who wants to join a place like Microsoft and work on an established or a new product. I'm sort of like a mini venture capitalist in a weird way, because I have to sort of be part of the process of picking which ideas our own people have that we should fund, which new products, which new ideas. And I think that in a sense, you've got to have a clear sense of what your core competence and core strategy is. And then you've got to be willing to you've got to be willing to do the things you must do. There's some things we absolutely must invest in. Natural language, speech, and voice are going to be fundamental to the changing UI. Good, and we have to invest. Whether we make mistakes or not, we got to keep after it. We have to change the approach if things aren't working, but we have to keep after it. We'll try some new products that are a disaster. The one everybody likes to tease me about from times gone by was a product we used to have called Microsoft Bob. Microsoft Bob was kind of like a low-end word processor and spreadsheet, but the screen looked like a house, and this dog walked around and talked to you about writing your book reports or something. It wasn't terrible. It was sort of a precursor to what people are trying to do now with, sort of 3D virtual worlds type user interfaces. It flopped miserably, but I'm glad we did it. We didn't lose so much money that I say to myself, boy, that was a real mistake. Because it only takes a few of those to become something important to really make the company. So a clear sense of your core competence and direction, intelligence and understanding of not only what your own people are doing, but what's going on in academia and in startups, and then a willingness to take some risk. That would be what I'd say.